money isn't everything. Doesn't define you completely. However, how you define money reveals a lot about your self-respect. Give me your thoughts on this topic.
No, I agree with you. It goes back down to a lot of our conversations on what your habits are, how you treat it. We're not sitting here saying that you have to be a multimillionaire or making six figures and you're going to be okay. There's a lot of conversation out there about the average man.
Mm-hmm.
Well, if you're the average man, how do you treat money? Because if you're not going to the gym, that's okay. We're okay with that. It's not always about body games. Some people don't want that. But how do you handle your investments? Are you setting a small amount aside every paycheck to put into some mutual funds or investments or whatever? It's an example of how you're going to be valuing time and consistency to get to where you want. Not everyone's capable of the same level of lifestyle today.
Mm-hmm.
But where do we want to be tomorrow, 5 years from now, 10 years from now? We all can level up no matter what our economic circumstances are. And that's what we're getting to with where your money and your respect for it is. You stay away from the bad habits, as we've defined before. How much do you smoke, drink, gamble, do drugs, eat out? How much do you spend on clothing? What about on trips that you're going on?
Mm-hmm.
We all want these items. There's nothing wrong with having, these might be classified as luxuries.
Mm-hmm.
But when you're someone who makes a choice, well, you know what, I'm going to be cleaning up my lifestyle. I don't need this, I don't need that. I'm going to be working on how I present myself. You end up spending less money.
Mm-hmm.
Because you're not going out with the boys anymore. It's easy to turn around and drop $100 on a night out with the boys.
Easily.
Right?
Yeah.
And that's a minimum number I'm giving.
Yeah, exactly. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
Yeah.
But if you're cheap with yourself, you're not going to buy personal training sessions, but you're going to drop 100 with the boys. Does that show, are you respecting yourself, or are you respecting them over yourself, or are you respecting the need to fit in with them over yourself?
You're showing that you want to fit in.
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, that $100 is gone. Let's just say we're talking about the average guy, how these stats are being thrown out. So you're making $65,000 a year.
Mm-hmm.
After tax, that's 40 grand, let's just say roughly.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, you just spent $100. That's a lot of money for someone who's average.
Yeah, that's
right?
True. That is.
Now, when it comes down to, then you're going to get frustrated. You might have your rent, your mortgage, your credit card payment. Maybe you've got child support payments, whatever your money has to go to. Now you're frustrated because you can't pay it.
Mm-hmm.
Now what are we going to do? You're not respecting yourself, but now you have to go to the gym.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I can't afford the gym. It's for you rich, fancy people. No, it's not.
Mm-hmm.
You can come outside into the park and train. I don't see people coming into the park and training.
Never, no. It's free too.
The best items are free, but we think we got to be keeping up with the Logan Pauls. I don't think you do.
No, I don't think so at all. And that's the thing. It's embarrassing how many people are going to be cheap at the grocery store. They're arguing for discounts at the doctor's office. They're asking, for some kind of improvement service, and I want discount. But it's like, okay, you're discounting yourself. But when it comes to spending it on a wedding or a dinner party for your so-called friends or group, you will spend 60% of your paycheck just like that. And that shows a lot about you guys. Remember, it's disrespecting yourself because you're saying, I will not spend this money on a regular basis. I would not spend it on myself on a regular basis. But at the drop of a hat, I'll spend it on Tom, Brad, John, Gervier, Ali, whoever. And they don't even like me. But I want to be in their crew so badly. I want to fit in with them. It's horrible, right? It's like you can in for a person's life that way.
Who are you really impressing? At the end of the day, we hear that statement, well, you're not paying my bills.
Mm-hmm.
That gets become more prominent as you get older. Back in the time when we were at our store, people always had money for when it was coming to smokes, lottery, and the liquor store next door. They'd come into me and start bitching over the price of gas going up by a couple of cents.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you're a bunch of con artists. Yeah, that's fine. I wasn't the one selling the gas and making that extra profit. That was the corporation.
Mm-hmm.
But we're pissed off at the corporation. Same customer would say, well, give me a $20 pack of lottery tickets.
Yeah.
You won't believe how consistently I saw that. Same people complaining about being broke. I don't know what their economic levels were. Some people had great cars, some people didn't. I don't know. All I know is that people would complain over having to spend money on a necessity, but on a luxury item, which I will say a lottery is a luxury item. Oh, endless.
Yeah.
That's not masculine. That's a feminine trait, guys. Level up.
Level up. Please like, comment, subscribe. Call and tag a friend who needs this. We'll talk to you later. God bless. Keep killing it in life.